The world of Overwatch is full of high mobility, burst-heavy heroes. Standing calmly in all the chaos is Ana, the shining grandma in a sea of movement. She's the single most popular hero in the game, one of the best designed in Overwatch history, and she does it all with zero mobility. Every choice matters with Ana. She rewards well-timed decisions that win team fights, whether it's deciding to heal or deal damage with your weapon, to throw an anti or a clutch heal nade, to land an aggressive sleep dart, deciding who to nano boost, or even when to scope in. Each of these choices are impactful. Each one can shape the game in your favor. The choice is the most important element in great hero design, and Ana delivers it through a simple, brilliant kit. Today we're going to break down what makes Ana the true hero of choices. Welcome to the Ana video. Today we're discussing Ana. Ana is one of the most played characters in the entirety of Overwatch. I think she was last year and the year before the most popular character. Not even Mercy is more popular than Ana. So we're going to discuss why. Why is that? And what makes Ana a popular yet so well-designed hero based around decision making. And we all know making choices is the best part of a hero's kit. So firstly, we're going to talk about her weapon, right? Her weapon, the positioning, all of that, blah, 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 blah. One of my absolute favorite things about Ana is the fact that her weapon deals damage and heals with the same shot. What this allows is for a clear choice between whether or not to heal a teammate or damage an enemy. Someone like Bap, who I really like, the shoot heal playstyle, kind of gets to do both, which feels less like it's a choice and more like the optimal way is just to do both at the same time. Ana has to decide from her position, is this the time to deal damage to someone, or is this the time to keep your teammates alive? And I think that simple choice is already better than most of the characters' primary fire's decisions, especially supports. A lot of supports have it where they heal and damage on two different things, and it can kind of be done at the same time, and it just feels a bit like it isn't necessarily rewarding the choice of the player as much. But that's not a bad thing. I just think it's a very cool thing about Ana. There are going to be some situations where the best decision you can make is to pressure an enemy to take some of that pressure off of your team. But there's also going to be times where you're just going to be heal botted and keep your team up. And that happens. That's okay. Sometimes you have to heal bot. But I think that inherent choice and the fact that you can make the wrong choice is a good thing. It means when you do make the right one, it is way better than if there was no choice in the first place. Because we all know Ana can be absolutely punishing to people out of position if she can almost 3-tap them, right? But she's also so good at just pumping heals into people and keeping them up. She's able to do both, but she can't do both at the same time. So when an Ana is really good and finds the balance between them, it's GG's. I mean, it's tough. People have played against it. It's hard. I mean, pro play, it's hard. On top of that, Ana can choose whether or not she wants to ADS or be a projectile hero with her hipfire. Now, there is genuine reason to most of this. The hipfire is obviously very good for when you're rotating, moving out, changing positions, stuff like that, you know, always very useful. Whereas the ADS can be very good if you're set up from afar, you know, quick scoping. This is like a very small and minute decision that you have to make, but it really is just like the cherry on top of decisions. She can either be projectile or hit scan. So much of this power being in her weapon means her positioning is critical. Now, obviously, everyone needs to position well, but Ana's inherent lack of mobility and her weapon enabling damage and heal from the same shot means you have to position in a way where you can land your cooldowns, you can pressure enemies, and you can keep your team alive. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices because there's not better available angles, but once you find that perfect sweet spot of being able to heal and deal damage in and out, it's so good. It's such a satisfying gameplay loop. Then you hit a great nade, and things are great. Things are great. I think positioning being such a core skill that changes everything is always great. It's always great, right? And she has to really fight for a good position because she can't move, right? Now, yes, tracer positioning is very important, but if one isn't working, you can rotate off quite quickly. Sure, it's not optimal, but you can. But Ana cannot. She has to kind of get that angle, try and make a good rotation, and it can be rough. It can be rough. Now, let's talk about her cooldowns, because they're the core of everyone's kit, but they're so vital to Ana. The big elephant in the room is her biotic grenade. anti-nade is just broken. Like, if you think about it, it is a broken ability. It does damage, and it negates healing for a pretty good amount of time. And the only thing that would get rid of it is a Kiriko cleanse. So much power being in this ability makes it such an important ability to hit. So a lot of the time, you're trying to set up a good position to land an anti-nade. But it's skillful, and there's choice. Ana cannot heal with a nade and deal damage with them. I mean, she can. Look, if everyone's grouped up, it'll heal and deal damage if they're all in a bunch. But she can't heal herself and people on angles, or while anti another one. She loses it. If she nades someone over on the left, they get anti. But if someone on the right needs the heal nade, she can't. She has to make this choice. Again, choices are always good because there's always a correct choice. There's always a better choice. There's always options, but better options. And so when you get really good at the game, you can start to make these better choices and carry your games that way. So yeah. Another thing is you can either hold the nade for a really big aggressive play as someone pushes in. You can wait for, you know, if they go into Kiriko, you might have to wait for Suzu to cleanse them. Or you might want to support your Tracer in an angle and maybe try get an off-angle nade on like a Cassidy or something and help your Tracer get that kill. Or you might want to save it for when your team's going to get grabbed. Or you might want to save it for yourself when you're going to get dove. There's so many thoughts that can go into when you want to use this nade that I think it's just insane how much power and decision making relies on this nade. A bad nade can lose a fight, especially with the cooldown being so high right now. It's like 15 seconds. It's actually something ridiculous. It's really crazy. So if a bad nade happens, you can punish it very easily, but like a well-placed good nade, the fight just wins. Like, it's just a one fight. I mean, if you teach Ana's entire playstyle revolves around the nade, right? Set up an angle where you can hit a good anti-nade is just the fundamental of Ana. Now, sleep dart is just as important. I think sleep dart is also just as important of a cooldown. It can really shape a fight because, you know, it's a insane stun technically. It's like an 7 second stun on someone. Tank like 3-4 seconds, but still it's a crazy long stun that you just can land on someone, right? And now you can use this aggressively for when your team goes in to try to get a good stun on someone. You can use it defensively. You can use it just kind of in the middle, you know, whatever. You see someone, sleep them. Combo this with your nade to do a big burst. There is so many different choices with sleep, and it could be such a bite win. Genji Blade comes in, sleep, boom, and now you don't have to worry about the ult anymore. But say you've already used sleep, it's done. You missed the sleep, it's a very skillful, high skill expression, choice heavy ability, just like nade, and that's great. Having that, just again, choices. This is a video about choices. Why do choices matter? You may ask. It's because if you can make decisions, you can make wrong decisions, which means there's counterplay, but there's also reward for skill and learning the game and how to play a character. When you can just get free value out of anything without needing to make much of a decision about it, it's a bit broken. So, for instance, like Ram, right? There's no con to Ram just blocking constantly. There's no con to hog hooking anyone, right? There's just, you just hook someone and it's good. Whereas there are sometimes that nade is just not good, but sometimes that nade is fight winning. Choice is good. Choices are good. Let's talk about real deal Nano Boost. Arguably one of the best ultimates in the entire game. It can win fights instantly. It can completely save an enemy. It can completely win a fight just by just nanoing a good target. You have to sometimes make that choice of, do you want to use it to save your tank as they go in, right? So when they get low critical, you nano them and then they can stay up even longer. Especially comboing this with Winston Primal is insane, right? Or you might want to use that as your Doom goes in with its cooldown so they can guarantee a kill. You might want to save it because Genji has Nano Blade next fight then. So you might, there's, again, decisions. And there could be a wrong one. There could be, you could look at a fight and someone could say, I think you should have nanoed your tank here. And then you might go, yes, but we definitely would have Nano Blade next fight, which guarantees the next fight win. But someone might argue, but this would win this fight, but then this would, and there's a discussion. And I think discussion's always good. Discussion about choice is always good. There's also a really good timing window you need, right? You want to nano someone like almost as they go in so they can milk the whole like 8-second duration or something, right? You don't want to like nano someone, then they have to make their engage, and then boom, 3 seconds has passed. So there's a lot of thought that has to go into something so simple that just gets value. You know, now some people can blame their nano target and say, you didn't use it properly, but you also sometimes get nano and go, what is this nano? I have nothing, or I'm not on a good angle. Like, there's, again, choices. choices are good. Now, she obviously has that perk where she gets the nano on herself, which is a bit broken, it's a bit annoying, but it does technically add another layer of decision making, right? Are you on a really strong angle? Could you just absolutely mess up their backline or someone, you know, just guarantee a kill? Nano someone random? Get your nano on you and just kill someone. Like, you could just do that. Just so you can nano yourself, you might nano someone else because you're on such an advantageous spot. So anyway, that's Ana. I think this video was a little quicker than the last ones. So yeah, and a little bit different. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you enjoy Ana. I hope you guys love Ana because everyone loves Ana. We just discussed the choices she can make. This video is more focused on decision making and the design of choice. The previous hero videos have been more general, and I think that has made it lack actual focus, because general design I could do an hour video on the general design of Tracer, but I try to condense it, which just doesn't work very well. But here I was just talking about the choices Ana can make. I wasn't even talking about like play style, and I didn't even really touch position in that much, and mechanical demand and matchups, and there's loads of stuff to talk about with Ana, right? But I just discussed her decision making. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers. Go check out some of the latest videos I've been doing. They've kind of done shit. But I will admit, I've been learning new software, and so maybe the editing hasn't been up to date. And I have been, you know, I've been busy doing stuff and moving out. You know, like, do you know what I mean? We're moving, so it's rough. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Peace and love. Bye-bye.